So when I heard that song, I thought of like being taken away from my son, and it like hit me hard of like, I need to do better for myself so that I can be better for him kind of thing.
Oh, I love
So that's when I kind of was like, this is the time to like get back into it. I know I can do it, and I just want to do it again.
I love that. I love that so much. And it's like something like that that's like stops you in your tracks, like makes you like, you know, tear up. Like that's what you need. And that's what you need to be successful is you need to have that really strong why and not just like, oh, I want to lose 5 pounds. So I love that.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Alicia, let's hear your why.
I had to mute myself. Hi, Casey. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
My why is basically kind of like Casey's. It's just my family, my kids, and to have a little bit more financial freedom for myself because I have a guilty feeling every time I spend money on myself or my kids or whatever. My husband works really hard because I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I just want to be able to still buy things and not have the guilt behind it. And then, yeah, that's probably my 2 biggest whys is just my health for my kids and my family, and then to not have the guilt when I want to go take my kids to Chick-fil-A or buy them something special. So that's probably my 2 big whys.
And you have such a mama heart. It's not even like I want to buy something for me. Like you're just putting everybody.
Right. Yeah. I see. I do the same thing for me because I never do that. The only thing I'm doing for me is what I'm doing now, which I know is worth it. The working out and the eating better and stuff, which is also for my family, but it's for me. But yeah, I always talk about my kids.
And I mean, that's a mama heart, but I want you to just like picture being able to be like, I need a new pair of boots and I'm going to get one that feel comfortable, that are nice, like, and just imagine, or whatever it is. I'm super like fashion driven, so that may not be for you, but something that's important to you that would be like, I don't have to check my bank account. I can do this for me. So I want you to just like imagine that, like not having to check your bank account and doing something for you and for your kiddos. Like if you want to run a freaking bounce house for their birthday party, you know, like something, I want you to picture and kind of like write out, but all of you guys, you know, kind of specific things that it would feel really cool if you could just do that with this business. And I like to put them in like Post-it notes around my office or something. So, you know, and other things too, like your goal is like credit card free. And then, you know, like a big ticket item, like I want to buy a lake house. So there's other things like, and you can be small or as big as you want, but just having those reminders constantly around you are helpful too for being like, am I doing a business generating activity or am I scrolling Facebook? So I love that. So, hey, Trisha, how are you?
Good.
Good. We're just talking whys. And so I want you to share with the girl. This is Casey is a new coach and you know Alicia. But we wanted to hear from you what your why of being a coach is.
Well, I started because of because of my daughter. I wanted to learn more about the products because of her. She's in the Navy and she was having some health problems. And so that's part of my why. The other part is I want to contribute to the family. And then really what is a big one right now for me is this is helping me be accountable and it's helping me live out loud. So as to be a coach, because I feel a bigger responsibility because I get the mama thing. And even though they're grown up, I get that part. And so I've always had that tendency too, but I'm realizing as I'm living out loud as a coach, I'm able to say, okay, I'm going to do this for myself so that I can help other people.
I love that. Love it. Well, and it's so cool too, to see that like, there's so many different people on our team. I mean, your vibe attracts your tribe. So chances are you kind of all get along with people on your team. There's something about you, but it's also so cool to see how so many people are at different, parts in their life, and then different, career, different goals. And I love just hearing those stories of why. So thank you for letting me put you on the spot there. So, all right. So then you may have seen this, but there's 3 different ways for you to decide of what kind of coach you want to be. So path 1 would be a discount coach. You'd be like, I'm going to use the products. I might as well get a discount anyways. Wants to be part of the community, wants insider access to news and news releases. Basically, you're like, I want to be a challenger forever. And so that's where that comes in. So everybody signs up the same way. It's just up to you how you want to work this business, because it's your business. And then path 2 is community builder, basically like a hobby coach. You're going to use the products and you're going to share it here and there. You're community driven, you already have a job, or you just, you don't need this as a income, but you're just, having fun with it. And you like the idea of a side hustle that provides accountability as well. So then there's path 3, which is a legacy builder. This is basically an all-in coach. This is somebody that's like, I'm going to take this business and I'm going to be able to pay off my debt with it. I'm going to be able to do this, that, and the other with it. And I have really big goals and I'm going to work like heck to get there. So, and then you want to help other people just like you build that same financial freedom. So that's kind of where that is. So if you want to post in the chat kind of where you see, what number you see yourself, then you'll see this graphic again. And so it's just good to kind of know, and also, what you are now, or maybe what you want to be. But honestly, the biggest thing is just belief. Don't look at that and be like, I could never be a legacy builder. How many of you thought that? How many of you thought like, oh, I don't know, I'm 2, but I want to be 3. Like, you can be 3. You can be 3. You just
I wish, like how I was saying that I did this back in 2013, and like that was me at my prime. Like, I wouldn't eat like a gummy bear because it would screw up my whole nutrition. Like, I was all in everything. And at that point, I had daily people asking me, how do I do it? Or like, how did you get there? Blah, blah, blah. And I just never did it. The things I could have done back then.
I know, shoulda, coulda, woulda. But the cool thing is that it's not about being a nutrition expert. I'm sitting here like eating my food. Sorry, it's been a really long day. I'm just eating dinner. But the really cool thing is that when you are in the trenches with people and you're showing up every day, it's like, okay, she gets me. She knows. And it's not about being there and being a coach. It's about being like, here's where I am, and here's my 6-week progress. Here's my 3-week progress. It's showing people that you're just showing up every day. And so there's no cookie cutter coach of what knowledge you have, what habits you have. It's literally just the best coach is one that's just really passionate about changing their lives and helping other people do it too in the most fun way possible. And so when we really just focus on having fun, because it sucks being so hard on yourself for every time you slip up and you eat something bad. It sucks being like sitting there calling yourself fat. It sucks like just not like stepping on the scale and crying. There's so much stuff that sucks about this journey that, it's just so important to be like, okay, I should be proud of myself for deciding today that I'm going to push play. I should be proud of myself for doing this. And even though I'm not where I want to be, I can't wait to show other people what is possible when I'm there. And it's not about like the fear of not hitting that or not hitting that goal that you have fast enough. It's about just having fun on your journey and being proud of yourself for doing it. And that's what you need to be to other people too, is just like, I'm so excited. Like, I will get so excited when people join me, and it's a gift party when they order, and oh my gosh, I can't wait to get you all signed up. You're going to love our community. And that's what you have to do to other people, because they could go on Amazon and purchase, a workout program. They're not buying it because it's the product. They're buying it because they believe in you. And that's what we have to remember, is that you're not posting a picture of the Ultimate Portion Fix and being like, hey guys, join me. Crickets. Nobody's going to say anything. It's about like, I started following this portion control plan 1 week ago, and I am already down 3 pounds. It doesn't have to be this like long-term journey. It can be your week results. What did you notice? I wasn't, for me personally, when I'm not drinking Shakeology, I crave sugar by 12:30 like none other. If I don't have my Shakeology for breakfast, that's the way my body works. It's like, oh, we didn't get our chocolate today. What's happening? So I will tell people that, like, it doesn't have to be anything huge. It's just constantly sharing this community for people as challengers. And then this extra community, I call coaching like challengers on crack, because it's the extra community. We show up a couple times a week for calls and, you know, things like that. And it's like, if I have a bad day, my team is going to be the first people there to like pick me up. If I had a big goal and I hit a goal or something, they're the first to celebrate me. And so that's what you're selling. You're sharing this awesome, I love to lead with the community and then your results and what you've personally found. So that was a very long-winded answer to just being like, it doesn't matter where you are, just be, you know, excited where you are right now. And that's when people are going to want to join you. But Alicia was a coach too. Alicia, what year were you a coach? She was a coach and then quit and then came back.
It was I want to say 2015, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was about 2015.
And then I found her on Instagram, and I remember I kept asking her, and I just have a list of people that I'm like, people that would be good coaches, or people that would be good challengers. And she was just always on my list. And I was like, I'm just going to keep inviting this girl. So I'm going to go away. And so, you know, that's just what you have to do, is if you're not like tracking who your people that you really connect with and you really see, like, okay, this person I really need to have. Like, I have got one girl right now that her Instagram is like so pretty. I'm like, okay, this, like, you are not, she's like into photography or something. And she's just like doing work, can't talk, workouts on YouTube. And I'm like, hey, let me talk to you about this. So like, that's why it's just so important to constantly grow your network, because you're going to pop into somebody's page and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is like my twin. They need to be a part of this. And so that's basically what I do, is I look at hashtags that I like and I follow people there. I go to main blogger pages, and people that are liking and commenting. I just follow a ton of people, and that's a whole nother social media training, but you just have to always be building your network so that the more people are seeing your post and that you're finding more people. I think that's the biggest thing that new coaches struggle with, is like, I ran out of people to talk to. That you will never run out of people to talk to, because we have hashtags. So but knowing that we have to build relationships before we dive in, because we need to not be, you know, spammy or salesy. We want to make sure that we're connecting with people. If your upline should have sent you a welcome email, so make sure you complete that. Complete the new coach training. I believe Heather is using the Beautifully Made New Coaches University, so you'll be in there. And then download the app BB Links for your phone. And I love that, because you can just put in your coach ID and then go in and play with it. And then it'll tell you, like, I can look up like, oh, how much is Energized by itself? Or how much is this challenge pack? And you can just go and search and look up the prices. I don't send it from there. We send it from ShareCart, but it's super easy to just look up prices if you ever have questions. Our team, big team calls. So Beautifully Made team calls are Thursday at 8:30. Have to change this. Sorry. Thursdays at 8:30. And then I know Heather's team call is Monday. So, you know, if you have the availability and are able to do that, obviously the more training, the better, but make sure you're at least listening to the recordings, because I know sometimes bedtime can be hard, but make sure at least you're setting aside one night a week for yourself and your team. Upcoming events and retreats. We have a diamond retreat in September, October. I have to double check. We're going to Utah. Where are you from, Casey?
I'm from Toronto.
Oh, okay, cool. And then Alicia, you're Texas. Trisha, where are you? I'm drawing a blank. Oh, you're muted. Hold on.
Oh.
Okay.
I live in Arizona.
That's it. Okay. All right, cool. So we are going to Utah, and there's a corporate office there, and there's tons of like gorgeous scenery. You'll earn a photo retreat or photo shoot, all kinds of really cool stuff. So that is if you are diamond by the end of this month. So crazier things have happened, but just make sure that you put that on your radar, that's going to be really cool. And we have Summit in July. I want to say like the 11th, the 13th, 11th. I forget. But it's we're going to Indianapolis, and Rachel Hollis is going to be there live. So in your first 3 months, you can actually earn a free ticket to Summit. And that's by helping 3 people a month with a challenge pack. So Success Club. So like if you purchased a challenge pack when you signed on, basically selling 3 of those. And if you know 3 people that want to lose weight and feel better about themselves, you'll be good. So it's basically everybody you ever know. So Super Saturday, oh shoot, I didn't update this. I'm sorry. Super Saturday, the next one is in April. I'll get the date for you. That's a quarterly event. That's really cool that you can look up other ones in your area. And then the Success Club trip is just in a couple weeks. And then, talked about these other things. So, but yeah, the Diamond Retreat means you'll have to be Diamond, and we'll get to what that means. National Wake Up Call every Monday at 11. Autumn Calabrese hosted this week, so make sure you listen to the recording of that. And so you can access that. Everything, how to access all this stuff is on our team page. But yeah, team calls are Thursdays at 8:30. And then we started a Saturday coffee chat at 9 a.m., but you must be Emerald and above to get access to this one. So that's just kind of like an extra kind of like leadership mastermind we do. 4 vital behaviors. So have you gone through any of your training yet, Casey?
The one on the Facebook page?
Yeah, or 30.
I did unit 1 today.
Okay, cool. So there's basically the biggest thing is be proof the product works. There's 4 vital behaviors. The first one is do your workout, get results, drink your shake, follow your meal plan, and talk about it. Connect, invite, and follow up. Follow up is so key. And so that connecting is, starting a conversation. Hey girl, thanks so much for the love on my post. If somebody likes or comments on your post. Hey girl, thanks so much for the love on my post. It means a lot to me. Sometimes it's super hard for me to put stuff like that out there. So I just wanted to see how things are going with you. How is, your son? Oh my gosh, I can't believe how big he is now. What do you guys, what's new with you? Like something like that. So you're not talking about Beachbody whatsoever. You're literally just catching up with a friend how you would. Try to ask a lot of questions at the end to get them to respond. And then when you don't know what else to say, it's basically like, girl, it was so good to catch up. Thank you so much for spending a sec. I actually have to run out the door, but I just wanted to see what you're currently doing for workouts. I just started this new at-home program and I'm loving it. And I'm looking for more accountability buddies because I just really want to be able to check in with somebody and keep each other accountable. Would you be down for 30-minute workouts at home with me? Something like that. So when you don't know what else to say, instead of talking about the weather, just go for the invite and you're basically asking them to be your accountability buddy instead of buying something. Yes, there's a purchase, but you're asking them for this accountability, which is most people's biggest problem in continuing. So that's why going in that way is just that's the same way you'd be like, girl, I tried this new restaurant. It was so good. You have to try it. You want to come with me Friday? You're not like, oh, what are you trying to sell me? That's the same thing. So when you go that way, just talk about it in that direction. Personal development is making sure that you're listening to 15 to 30 minutes. 15 is minimum. I always have my earbuds in, if I'm doing laundry or doing something mindless. And so some great ones for coaching is the compound effect. Alicia, you said you started that one? Yeah. Or go for no and the slight edge. Those are 3 really good ones. And then if you want some more personal development, anything by Rachel Hollis. Her new book launched today, I believe. The Girl Stop Apologizing. And then there's also the Girl Wash Your Face. And then Jen Sincero has You're a Badass. So those are good for feel good, need to boost your morale. But I also encourage you to look into the business building too, because that's really kind of teaching you. I did that so much. And I know that, there's a time for everyone probably where they're like, oh, I don't need personal development. And now if I'm in a funk or I'm cranky, it's because I haven't done personal development. It's just, I totally notice such a difference. So it's so important. And then get people results. So you're basically working on yourself, getting yourself results and helping other people do the same. And then I've been blabbing a little bit too long. So I'll wrap this up. We just got a couple more. So here's the different ranks. I'm trying to get this out of the way. Here's the regular coach. So when you sign on, you've got 0 coaches underneath you. This is you. And then, this is you. Once you sign on, you're an active coach. Active means 50 personal volume points. Everything in our shop has personal volume points attached to it. And you can see it when you're checking out and stuff. Shakeology on Home Direct and Performance Line on Home Direct are 90 PV. So you're always good if you've got that. And you really should be always having that every month because, you're being a product of the product. So one or the other. And then you're an Emerald, which is You've got 2 coaches. So we are a binary network marketing business. So you've got a right leg and a left leg. I think I did that right for you. I was trying to do it backwards, but and so you have coaches on both sides, and everybody has a strong leg and a weak leg. Your upline coach can help you figure out exactly which one. But the way that we are strategizing right now is that when you're signing coaches, you're always going to want to check with your upline first, so you know which leg is your strong leg, which leg is your weak leg, so you can strategically place people. So that will be something that we can get into. There is no way for you to need to understand all of this right now, and don't look at this and be like, holy cow, I feel like I'm in school right now. We will tell you again, there's tons of trainings. We just kind of give you an overview. Don't feel like, okay, I'm an idiot because I can't remember what emerald is. We got you. We'll help you out. So, and then Ruby, this one is usually skipped over because it means so this green means so this is your personally sponsored coach, and they have 2 of their own coaches. So then they're emerald. Yay, they've gotten their promotion. And then you've got another coach over here that's emerald, which means they have 2 of their own coaches. And then you've got another coach on each leg. So that's Ruby. And most people are waiting for these 2 coaches to get another coach to hit diamond. So that's why most people go from emerald to diamond, because it's usually just waiting on your coach to sign somebody else. So diamond is 4 active coaches on each leg and 1 emerald on each leg. So it's just important to kind of know this so that when you're building your business, you know what leg to put somebody on. Because say you've got a rock star coach on your left and you've got another girl that actually wants to work the business and she's not just doing it for a discount, you want to make sure that you know and you understand that you can't just have 2 emeralds on one leg and then be diamond. You need to have somebody over here. So it's important to kind of strategize, and you're never going to know if somebody's going to really be a rock star, if they're really going to be all in or out and out. But at least if they're like telling you like, I want to work the business, you'll know, okay, I need to have another one on this leg kind of thing. So this is all stuff that we're not going to get in depth with. And this will be like a whole nother conversation with your upline. And I remember volume to me in the beginning was like, oh, I don't understand it. Nothing of this makes sense. So it will take you a little bit of time to totally grasp it. Don't stress. I still learn stuff about volume all the time. But it is really important because understanding volume is really how you're going to grow your business and your income fast. So when you focus on working your volume and driving that, that's where the real income potential is. So we'll get to that. But for now, it's just you working on yourself. And that's the main thing, is like when you first start, it's really just you. Okay, I'm going to work on myself and I'm going to share it, but I'm not stressing over anything else. Like I'm going to get my results and then share it with people and then see, they're going to want to join me. So just really, that's what I say. The first couple of weeks is you and your journey and plugging into that and just sharing it, and don't stress. Really the only thing you probably will need to do is how to send a link to somebody, and we'll teach you how to do that. So Success Club is a good goal, because then you're going to get leads. Once you're emerald and you hit Success Club, you get leads. Emerald in 30 days is a great goal, but also, like I said, if you focus on you for the first month, like no big deal, and focus on building a business next, totally fine. Learn preferred placement. I did a call yesterday and recorded that on preferred placement. So this will be something that you can reach out to your upline and do, because I love to do Zoom so we can share screen, because this is not something I'm going to tell you and you're going to remember. And then just know that diamond, if you're in this business for the long term and you want to grow this business financially and it be something that's going to, really take off and bless your family, then diamond's going to happen. And you just have to have that mindset. I know I'm going to be emerald. I know I'm going to be diamond. I know it's going to happen. I just need to talk to more people and show up every day and be the best challenger that I can be, and it'll come. As long as you're talking to people every day, starting new conversations, it'll come. You just have to make sure that in the beginning, like, I'm going to be here a year from now, because everything you do right now, don't expect people to break down your doors right away. Like sometimes that does happen, but at the same time, if you started a new business and you were just like, hey, okay, our doors are open, and you're not going to be like, okay, my people aren't just flying through the doors. It's what you do now will affect your business 30, 60, 90 days from now. So just knowing that you're going to be consistent, and in the beginning, you're working a lot for a little, but it can compound when you really see your business take off. Because I like the analogy that, like, you're just putting stuff out there and you're putting stuff out there and you just keep doing it. And eventually that dam is going to break, and every like water that you threw into the pond is going to add up, and that dam is going to break. And you're just going to be like, wow, okay, here's where my business is now because of all of my consistency. So I've been a coach almost 6 years, and I do still personal invite. I do personal invite a lot, but I also have a lot of people that just come to me from my posts because I've been consistent. But because I have big goals, I'm still out there with you guys, inviting new people, talking to new people, adding new people, kind of thing. But that is the good thing about being consistent, is nobody's going to be like, oh, Alicia, tell me about this shake you posted about 6 weeks ago. I think I want it. Like, nobody's going to say that. So,
well, like I found, like, even over the last week that I've been doing it,
mm-hmm.
I have my transformation photos from back when I was kicking butt.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've shared those, and like so many people have already reached out. Like every day there's been like 3 new people. And like I'm running into the problem, like everyone's so interested, and then they hear the price and they're like,
so that's a great problem to have, and that's because you have those results, which is so important for us all to continue to be able to get these results. And so that's definitely like a one up that you have. And Alicia, I know you had some, so share some of your older ones. I think you said that with 21 Day Fix or something in the past, didn't you say that?
Me?
Alicia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a lot of, I mean, I was enrolled back when I was doing, back in 2015, and it was because of the sharing of the posts of my transformations and stuff like that.
Break those babies out again.
Yeah, well, that's my thing. Like, do I break them out even though that's not where I'm at right now?
Yes, because people understand what it's like to get derailed. People understand what it's like to let life get in the way. And it's just important to show that, like, I did it once, I'm going to do it again. Life got in the way, but who cares? Today's a new day, and I'm right. And that's absolutely.
Because they're like drastic from drastic
difference. Then why have we not?
Then now.
That's okay.
Because I didn't know, I didn't want to be false. Like, I didn't want to, like, you know what I'm saying? Because that was like 3 years ago.
As long as you're real and say these pictures are from 2015, and you could say something like, it really, you know, if it's something like, were you small? You're saying you're smaller then than you are now.
Yeah.
So you can just be like real, like, you know, I really hesitated to share this because I feel like a failure because I did that, but this is where I am now. But the important part is I did it once. I know what to do, and I buckled down, and I'm going to do it again. So watch me work. Like, who wants to join me, you know?
Gotcha.
Yes. So that kind of thing. Yeah, absolutely. I would share it tonight.
Okay. Yeah,
right.
I probably will now. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I have here like a total epic meltdown happening below. So, curiosity marketing is basically, instead of energize, I call it unicorn juice. If it's the fruit punch, I call it mermaid punch. Like, I'm not saying exactly what it is, so they could go Google it. I'm calling it my superfood smoothie instead of Shakeology. I'm calling it my recovery fuel, or yeah, I'm not saying like, oh, my recover or whatever. You know, so I'm always have these like different names because you want people to ask you about it. And what I love so much is that I just started calling it unicorn juice, and then my clients get it and they're like, yes, I got my unicorn juice in the mail. And I'm like, yes, I love it. It's sticking. And so, you know, just being yourself and talking about it instead of, it's kind of like I'll make a post and I'll write out all this thing, da, 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 da. And nobody asked me a single question, but 40 people want to know where I got my leggings from. You know, it's because I didn't talk about the leggings. Like, so it's kind of like I try to have it in my picture or something, you know, and then I'm not even always talking about it, but people are like, what's in that cup? And I'm like, yes. And now I drink it out of wine glasses. And a lot of people have been like, you know, mentioning that. And now I'm like, okay, so maybe this month we're going to be credit card free, and I'll update my wine glass collection. So I'm rewarding myself. But yeah, and just like having fun with it and doing like boomerangs and you know, watching how other coaches do it. But I usually talk when I'm making my energize, or you dancing or something silly to just get people interested. All right. So yeah, if you go through the training in the New Coach University, it's super helpful with social media. And just believing in yourself, guys, is honestly, once you are working on your own goals, once you are seeing your results, you're feeling better, you're happier, you know, you just have more confidence. You know, your relationships are better. You're better as a mom. And that's what we want for you. And so just believe that you're going to have great results. You're going to love what you did. And it's not about what happened in the past. It's what is happening each day, and knowing that you're doing what you need to be doing for your health right here and right now. And there's no point in worrying about anything in the past, because we can't change it. We can't do anything. And just focusing on here on out and being the happiest, most positive ray of sunshine to people as possible, but being real too. Because people want to know that you struggle. Because if you look like you're like pooping unicorns and rainbows, nobody is going to want to be around you. You're going to be just like, ugh, to them. You need to also be real, but not like turn your Facebook into a vent session. So if there's something you're struggling with, you're going to talk about it. You're going to talk about how you struggle with, how it affects you, and what you found, and turn it into an inspiring message. And so I think that that's just such an important thing to know, is that think about like why you followed your coach, or why, you know, somebody that you like following, and, you know, be that person for somebody else. So I'm going to take a picture of us that we can add to our stories. I've been horrible at stories today. Yesterday, I think I did stories all day long, and today I probably have like 4. So, all right. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait, hold on. That's a video. Hold on. Okay. I do that every time. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I will share that with you guys. And I did record